Psychic Investigations channel, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. If you want to leave any donations, I will have a link in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started with another read. See what's going on for the current energy, to see if anything has changed. Okay, for June 2023. So what do we have for June 2023? Holy Spirit, Father God, June 2023. So what do we have for June 2023? Holy Spirit, Father God. What do we have for June 2023? I'm going to try to redo this read because the last one, it was kind of negative. Like the energy wasn't good earlier. So let's go ahead and retry this. So what do we have for June 2023? Holy Spirit, Father God. More shuffle. Judgment reversed. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Page of Wands reversed. The Devil reversed. Okay, so the energy is changing. Three of Swords, Ten of Swords reverse, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is in regards to possibly two counterparts here. Justice is going to be served over a situation. Yeah, you're protected from a situation here. There's a lot of balance and restoration coming into your life. You may be, there's something involving a third party here that has tried to do something underhandedly here. That's going to be getting stopped. There's a lot of lies that's going to be caught here. Yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles here. We also have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. The Three of Cups. We also have the Six of Cups reversed. So this is something in regards to your past here that's not going to be around you anymore. That's not going to be weighing you down. With the Ten of Swords reversed. We also have the Ten of Wands here. This is very stressful upon these individuals that has did something to you. That's what I'm getting, because you got some type of proof here with the Page of Pentacles. I'm also getting, there's a situation in regards to somebody that may be at a long distance from you, that was choosing to go against you and not reach out and do anything or say anything to you. This could be in regards to a new person. So this could be in regards to a new person that refused, that like they kept on refusing to reach out to you when they knew that they wanted to message you. Because they was afraid of being vulnerable, but yet them holding back is hurting them even more. It's like them trying to not be vulnerable makes them vulnerable. If that makes any sense. It's like the more they try to hold back from being vulnerable to a connection, the more it's like they know that they can't control this. It just stresses the individual out. With the Ten of Wands, what they gonna do? Keep carrying the burdens until they head for a collapse? Like, damn. It ain't that hard to just reach out and say what you gotta say and get it off your chest. But to this individual, they had a problem with doing that. You know what I'm saying? With the Page of Pentacles here. So somebody definitely had some type of issue with communication here. There hasn't been no communication between you and a new person. But it looks like to me this individual wants to bring balance back into something about somebody wants to bring balance back into some type of connection that they feel strongly with you. Because this individual feels like they're not single. Like this is how they're feeling right now. They feel like they're not single. But the both of y'all are single, if that makes any sense. It's like, it's just the both of y'all are not talking to each other. This is two counterparts here. We have the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay? In the upright position. But we also have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. The way that this is feeling to this individual, it feels like y'all are together. This is hurting this individual by not talking to you. And it's like, they feel like they missed the opportunity, but they still are somehow connected to your energy. They know that if they refuse to reach out to you, that there's nothing that's going to work here. They know that they haven't been putting in some type of teamwork, because it takes two people to collaborate together, right? It takes two people to talk to each other. But even though the both of y'all haven't been talking to each other, it does give the strong possibility that this is counterparts here. And this is somebody behind the scenes that may celebrate you with the Three of Cups here. Y'all just haven't spoken to each other yet with the Page of Wands reverse. I'm getting like somebody has had their eye on you for a while. They just never told you nothing. They may have been scared to get their heart broken, but them not wanting to work with you is breaking their heart. Them not wanting to work with you and message you and reach out to you to tell you how they feel about you is really bothering this individual. It's bothering them. And the way this individual's looking at it, they feel like you both are in a relationship already because of how badly it's affecting them. This is a sign of love right here, the heart. Remove these swords from the heart. That's a sign of feelings. And somebody's burdened down by the fact that they haven't been in communication with you. It's like this individual's been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Maybe they waited on you to reach out to them. Maybe some of you could have already sent a message in the past or whatever. Just a small gesture. This could be about protection. With the Knight of Pentacles, that could represent protection. Security. So you may have reached out to this individual already to try to protect them from something. And yet this individual just refused to reply back with the Page of Wands reverse. They refused to reply back. I'm telling you, I'm getting a lot of triggering here. There's a lot of triggering going on here. There was definitely a lot of triggering going on here. If this individual was looking to control something, the devil is in reverse. You are helping break this individual out of some type of toxic cycle. You could be helping this individual evolve out of manipulating people, especially when it comes to you, because you can match. It's like this individual needs to raise their vibration. They can't control you because you're the other half of them. It's like you mirror back what they lack here. This individual could have been one of the ones that could have worked against you at one time. They're guilty for that too. With the Three of Swords, so they're guilty for that. That's another reason why they didn't respond back. If you are somebody, some of you out there, something about divination. Some of you out there may take care of animals for a living. This could be like you taking care of animals. So you're a healer. This is giving me the vibes that you're a healer here. I'm also hearing veterinarian. This would be taking care of, you could heal an animal. If this is not resonating with you, taking care of animals, especially a horse or a dog, this is definitely in regards to you taking care. You take good care of your spirit here. You're not a toxic individual. You take good care of your spirit. You don't manipulate things to get what you want here. Whoever this is that's healed, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but to the ones that's actually genuinely healed, you don't have to do none of this to get your way. You don't have to do things behind the scenes in order to try to get your way, because the divine's not going to allow that to happen. Especially if you're somebody that's an intuitive person. Somebody's going to have to take some type of physical action and actually say something to you. And believe it or not, y'all will both work great together. This individual is guilty at working against you in the past, because if some of you out there have a divination purpose at being a healer or a divination reader, this individual may have sat back and watched you in secret at your job, and they know that they was doing something involving manipulation. They was guilty, that's why they didn't respond. And it's like it made them feel bad, because you were somebody that was looking to protect somebody, and yet they just been harboring this for a long time, yeah. 1 to 2 to 3 months straight, possibly. Could be longer than that. This individual has been harboring a lot of guilt because of them working against you. They could have been jealous to try to attack you at your job. That didn't work too well for them. And it could be catching up with them. It could be causing them delays at their job. I'm not really getting no emotional cards here, but this is bothering this individual on a mental level. It's like somebody keeps on progressing forward while somebody feels like they have no inspiration. They have no passion like they used to. Because this individual is served with some type of karma. You're teaching this individual a lesson. They're guilty. It looks like to me somebody wants to make something right with you, and to tell you that they was one of the ones that possibly try to put magic on you. Somebody's going to be bold and come forward and actually tell you that. They try to put magic on your business, and they may be a business person themselves. You intimidated this individual. That's why they try to do what they did. They try to manipulate your business here with the devil reverse, but you're the one that's winning over the situation because you're way too powerful. You're healed. And you're helping this individual heal too, and triggering a lot of wounds inside of them. And you possibly are the only one that can do it to this person, that can trigger that healing. This individual may be coming out of some type of energy or working against you and want to partner up with you. They may be low-key celebrating you behind the scenes because they know that anything of what they're trying to do is not going to work. This individual could have kind of resented you because you exposed something in regards to some type of manipulation and they tried to hurt you. But they was also attracted to you at the same time. It was a triggering mechanism between liking you and on the verge of resenting you. But they see that this ain't bothering you, it's affecting them. They resent the fact that they was doing something underhandedly right here with the Ace of Pentacles reverse. They resent the fact that they was doing something underhandedly because you sparked some type of triggering mechanism in the brain. You triggered this individual. You brought up a lot of wounds that they never thought would actually surface, and you surfaced them. It was meant to happen that way. With the Temperance card, it was meant to happen that way so balance can be restored in their reality. It can't be doing that. I mean, they can, but it's going to catch up with them. And that's exactly what's happening. This individual is learning that they can't do that. They can't do that. And this is really stressing this individual out. I also see a lot of you out there pushing forward. You may be experiencing a lot of burdens right now in regards to your work situation, your spiritual path, but Spirit trying to guide you to keep on pushing through. Spirit's also trying to guide this individual to keep on pushing through and to release these burdens and get it off their chest and tell you how they feel about you. That would be what this is right here. Releasing all these burdens, doing their best to their ability to reach out. That's going to release a lot of that, and it's going to put them back on their path. Because they could be very inactive right now because of going through this. Emotional distress, mental distress, from them feeling guilty for trying to hurt you and you're a genuine person that was just looking out for the individual. This individual didn't know that they was going to have feelings for you or develop some type of feelings for you. But they have them. They definitely have feelings. It's strong too. I mean, if this individual feels like they're in a connection with you, but yet not talking to you, and they feel all this while being away from you, that's a sign right there that they look at you as somebody that can keep them grounded and stable. I'm getting the vibes that this individual will gladly listen to you. They wouldn't want to argue with you. They know you wouldn't argue back with them because it's obvious you're not doing anything to run this individual down or chase them down. I just keep getting the vibes that you just told it, like you just give off the energy as I say, you're on your own. I did what I could do for you. I got my own life to tend to. Simple as that. This individual, it's like they miss you. They miss you. They want to be in communication with you. With the page, that'll be about messages, communication, phone call. This could also be in regard to somebody screwing up. Could be somebody from the past too. I'm not really getting that though because I've been picking up that ace. Ace would be number one. That'd be a fresh start. But this individual feel, if this a new person, they feel like they missed the best. And it could be affecting their stability. This individual may be trying to heal some type of codependency issue. They don't feel truly stable by themselves, even though they are. It's like they're trying to hold it together. Somebody's trying to hold it together. It's like they're trying to keep their head up. But I'm getting that this individual is single too. But they're just, to other people, they appear like this. Like, oh yeah, everything's okay. But look at the way this individual's looking. They don't look too sure of themselves. And look at the difference with a king here. This individual don't have no worry in their face. And this individual's like, hey, bro, we ain't got the time to put your head down, pick your head up. But there's only so much this individual can do. They're not going to sit there and tell the individual what they want to hear. They're going to tell them what they need to hear. There's a transformation here, spiritually. There could be a transformation with somebody's business. Somebody could be going through a very stressful transformation to do with their business. There's a lot of spiritual growth. There's a lot of enlightenment. There's a lot of somebody releasing the need to control something. Whatever this is, somebody hasn't been reaching out due to the devil in reverse. Because they're trying to completely detach and to break loose of what type of lifestyle they've been living. That's what I'm getting here. The justice card is all about somebody wanting to make something right with you. Because they're being guided by the divine with the temperance here. They're being guided by the divine. I'm hearing something about like father abandonment. This individual may have been abandoned by their father. That's what I'm getting. And whoever this individual is, bro, like they just look up to you as somebody that has some type of security. And to other people, they don't see this in this individual. If this individual chose, if they would have chose to wallow in this energy, to stay in that energy, that will attract more toxic people in their life. It wouldn't trigger some type of healing to go on. You triggered this individual into healing with the temperance and the 3 of Swords, and it hurts him. It hurts him. This individual hurts over the thought to you. They hurt over the fact that they worked against you here. Possibly trying to do magic on you, try to control you, and it didn't work in their favor. They could have did this a lot of times and it just backfired. They're guilty. That's why they haven't been talked. They're guilty. Somebody's really saying, why did they do that to somebody that inspired them to change and transform? Why would they do that to somebody like that? Because they cared that they did it. I'm going to tell you right now, bro, if this individual did dabble in that side, they're going to have to be honest with God. If this is 2 counterparts here, they're going to have to be honest with God. They're going to have to take what they did to the Lord and tell him, not you. That's the only way you two will be together. And if they can't do that, then they're rejecting God. Therefore, they don't deserve you. And whoever this other individual is that don't want to change, not change for you or whatever, but there was a reason why you was guided in this individual's life. Why things happen the way they happen. A true divine connection on a spiritual level can only work when 2 people believe in the same thing and yet they're doing the right thing. Not one manipulating and doing something. That's going to create an imbalance in a frequency like this. They're not going to be a current of energy that's going to be feeding each other like this. It's going to bring it like that. The frequencies are going to miss it every time like that. That's what creates misunderstandings. You have to have balance with the justice and the temperance card. These are both balancing energies. You have to have balance. This individual cannot be scared to love. They shouldn't be scared of balance because the red represents the root chakra, right? And the red represents the root chakra being balanced. Somebody's going to have to be in this fearless energy and live in their truth. Because fear is not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything for you, but it's going to do everything to them and hold them back. That's another reason why they've been holding back, because of fear. Due to things that wasn't healed on their end. A lot of family issues the individual went through. And them meeting you like they did, you triggered all that. You triggered all that. Looks like to me somebody wants to sit up in their power and to be fearless enough to approach you. We have red here. It's all about the root chakra. Somebody's finally balancing out their root chakra. because they're being guided to release fear, because that's what was stopping them. And that's the reason why they was acting like that, why they was being that way, trying to manipulate you, because they was fearful of something that's real. You're the realest person this individual's ever come across. These other people could have been some type of fling. You're not somebody, brother, that's gonna easily. You're a challenge here. You're challenging this individual's ways. And whatever they was doing that they thought was gonna work for everybody else, it did work for everybody else. When it came to you, it's not working on their behalf too well, ain't it? Because they're not controlling nothing. They're going to allow themselves to feel whatever way that they want to feel about you. Ain't no pushing no feelings or emotions to the side. The individual just needs to allow it to happen. Because what that's going to do is, that's going to get them frustrated. It's going to get them annoyed, irritated. That right there could cause resentment, but it's not towards you, it's towards themselves. Trying to stop themselves from feeling some type of way. You can't do that. Because then it'll be faking it. That definitely ain't going to work. It's just going to cause more stress. Like, damn, bro, how many wands are they going to carry until they collapse? Like, are they passionate about carrying all this or something? That is not a good energy at all, whoever this is. That's not. This individual is definitely going through a lot of stress here. Continuously stressing over the fact that they wish they would have worked with you instead of worked against you and just messaged you and told you how they feel. And now all this is just getting to this individual. But this is going to be coming to an end, though. That's the good news. Whatever's been stopping this individual, which is fear, they're going to be healing that. And it's going to be a painful healing process. This is painful, whatever this individual is going through. That's what I'm getting. Some of you might be triggering this individual into healing and them doing something like this without you even knowing about it. Because the way these energies look, you're not faced each other. This is behind somebody's back. Somebody's doing that behind their back because that's a match. They're not like this just yet, looking at each other. They're behind each other's back like that. It's like this. Lady. I had to say that. Yeah, that's a lady right there. Lady. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have like pets. They got like a rabbit here. Somebody's definitely being inspired to something. Possibly to close themselves off to other people that just want one thing from them, because that's going to hurt them even more. I'm telling you, it's going to hurt them even more. They're going to have all kind of energy that they really don't know about. Because energy, bro, can be exchanged like that. You gotta watch who you give your energy to, bro. Even talking to somebody. Even hugging somebody. You have to watch that because that's an energetic exchange. And if you go to the extent to doing things with these individuals, that right there, bro, that right there could be dangerous on an energetic, spiritual level. You could pollute your spirit like that by being with the wrong individual, I'm telling you. It's called spiritual intoxication. That's what it is. Spiritual toxicity. You really want that type? You want this energy in your energy? Or do you want it in reverse with the clean, purified, balanced, high vibrational energy right here? That's the way to go. And two people that's in this energy, bro, can gladly come together and do things with each other. Like you and this individual, counterparts. Some of you out there, the both of y'all may be 30, some about 30. Y'all can gladly come together and share energy physically. It would be clean. That would actually raise the vibration too. But these other individuals, bro, they ain't gonna do nothing. I'm telling you. It's not gonna do nothing for these other individuals. It'll drain them of their energy. They'll experience a lot of toxicity, a lot of weird energy they really can't explain because they're exchanging energy. And yet they want to have peace in their life, right? They want to have peace in their spirit, right? Do the right thing. Shut yourself off from that. Cover yourself up. Right here. Reject them. It's a no. Want people to respect you, tell them no. Well, that's what I'll do. Something ain't in alignment with my energetic space of energy or value spiritually, it's a no. And I ain't gonna waste my time explaining nothing. That's what it is. You put your foot down with people. You ain't some easy ass person. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, but it's not about being stuck up or none of that. It's about protecting your energy, protecting your spirit. That's what I look at. How genuine is the individual on a spiritual level? Do they have a wicked side to them? Because I'm gonna see through that. I'm gonna scope that out firsthand. I want to see their dark side first. I want to evaluate the dark side of darkness. I know not everybody out there gonna be perfect, you know, but at the same time, you have to know somebody for their dark side before you fully know them, because anybody can show their light side at the surface level. The truth on how you really know somebody is through their flaws, the dark side. Because anybody can put up a front. They put up a front around some of us out there. We see straight through that. Yeah. It's basically like, you know how they got a Christmas tree, and before you put up bulbs on it and you put ornaments on the tree, you can see the individual as bare. Bare. That's funny. That's funny. You know what I'm saying? That's funny how I say that. Bare. B-A-R-E. Bare. I mean, damn, that's what it is. If you don't have Any ornaments on a Christmas tree is going to look bare. The tree's going to be bare, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Bare is bare. It's going to look bare, damn it. Like, damn. And it's like, this is basically a situation like this. Like, it would be like looking at a Christmas tree with no ornaments on it, which would be a bare tree. It's bare. There's absolutely nothing on it. It's just a bare tree. And when you decorate it, it gives it a look to it, right? When you put the ornaments and the bulbs on the Christmas tree, you wrap it up with that whatever it is, hang up candy canes in the tree, put up Christmas lights around it, it makes it look prettier. Take all that off. That tree ain't gonna look the same. But it's not about the looks. It's about, you have to have a solid base and a tree in order to put that on. Because if you ain't got the proper branches, they're not healthy enough to hold it, the damn thing's gonna fall down. Like, damn. Basically, like with the soul, you got a toxic soul, bro. That right there is just gonna be like a juice drain or whatever the hell it's called. That's the only thing I can explain it like. Something just like a vacuum cleaner, bro. Like a suck all the damn energy out. Bro, just imagine. Bro, imagine a battery. Something just sucking a life out of a battery, like pulling all the energy out like that. 333 as I'm saying that. Thank you, Spirit, on the stove. Telling you. That's what I'm hearing through clairaudience. It's like a vacuum cleaner. Somebody turn. You know how it's supposed to get rid of dust, right? It sucks the dust up off the carpet or the floor. It's just like that with energy. Like that. Like, damn. You got to have a healthy spirit. You ain't got to be perfect, but you got to have a healthy spirit. You know what I'm saying? Just like with that Christmas tree, what I told y'all earlier. If you don't have a healthy enough tree, somebody taking care of it, the damn tree gonna fall apart. It don't matter how it looks. It's about before the lights even went on it, before the ornaments was even put on the tree. How does that tree, what is it going through behind the scenes? That would be a bare tree. Giving it its proper water, taking care of it. Make sure you fluff the branches out like that, you know. Taking care of it. Especially when you water it. That would be nurturing your spirit. Because when you nurture a plant, the plant grows, don't it? You know what I'm saying? The plant will grow. If you don't give it its proper water and sunlight, it's done. It's not going to grow. It's going to dry up. You need its proper water and sunlight. And you can't overdo it either because it'll just drown the plant out. But if you really pay attention, brother, somebody watering a plant or a tree, same thing. You plant that seed, bro, you got to water and take care of it. And the plant, I'm going to tell you why it looks good. See, this is an analogy, but it matches with reality. Check it out. I'm going to tell you why plants look good. Because of you taking care of it from its roots. You watering the plant and that water going beneath the soil or dirt, whatever it is, to help the roots spread. Therefore, it creates that natural beauty to the plant. Therefore, when you pick the fruit or whatever you're picking off, the vegetable, whatever it is, it's ripe Because you took care of the plant from its roots. You watered that plant at its roots and took care of it. Therefore, gave it a natural, beautiful look. But it's not just about the looks. It was about what you did in order to create it to be a beautiful plant, which is taking care of it. See, it shined through its roots. That's why that plant looked beautiful like it did. Like a flower, for instance. A flower. Whatever it is, a rose, whatever it is. I'm going to just go ahead and label a flower. You took care of its roots. Just like a bell pepper plant or whatever it may be. You took care of its roots. That's why that plant turned out like that, because it was taken care of from beneath the surface level. That water seeped beneath the surface and got to its roots and helped spread. It was nurtured properly. Therefore, it remained healthy. Same thing with the spirit that's on the inside of the body. You have to nurture what's beneath the soul, which would be the body. That would be the body. But if the soul's not operating right, if the soul's not being taken care of properly, which is the roots to the body, because that's where the soul shines out from. And if you really look at it, bro, humans are just like another form of a plant. You need your proper sunlight and water and food in order to keep growing. Because if you stop that, you get dehydrated. You become unhealthy. Therefore, your soul's not functioning properly. Therefore, it's going to create a lot of issues within the physical body. That's what that is. You know? And all these other individuals, bro, that may have been complimenting this individual on the surface level, they wasn't going to help this individual or trigger them like you did. Their soul has been dehydrated for a long time. They thought, this individual thought they was healed, but they wasn't. If this individual ever did any type of magic, magic is not healing. I care less what anybody says. I mean, everybody gonna have a different experience. But magic is not gonna fully heal somebody. You have to get in tune with your spiritual side. I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I've been guided to talk about this because I do have a spiritual monk side to me. I could literally sit there. Whenever I hurt myself, about a year ago or so, I hurt my leg. I went to get up the wrong way and I pulled a muscle on my leg. I was supposed to be off my foot, that foot, for about a week straight because it was pulled and it felt like a bad strain. I'm going to tell you what I did. When it comes to the monk abilities, that right there, bro, is not no form of magic. That is actually your soul that you're channeling through the physical form of your body. That's when you see some of these individuals that put their hands together like this, and you create a lot of chi heat. What it does is it creates a lot of chi heat. It's chi heat, chi energy, but it's the heat from the spirit. And once you heat that up, bro, like this, like you know, you gotta focus. And what I do is I close my eyes like this and focus like that, and just rub my hands together and make a chi ball like this, and just keep on making a chi ball. And eventually you will feel the energy pushing and pulling like that, pushing and pulling. And you just keep on rubbing your hands together like that. And you visualize from your spiritual side. And what you then do is you visualize this no longer being limbs. This is no longer a hand to me. This is a form of medication. Just like an aloe vera plant. How you could use that to put on a scrape, a burn, it'll heal it. That's exactly what's being done. That's being transferred out the physical flesh of the body from the spirit. And what you do is you channel Mother Earth's energy. and it radiates up through the earth's platelets. Bro, I'm telling you, that it's a very deep message. It radiates from the ground all the way through your feet. I'm telling you, bro, you can feel this going on when you're barefooted. I've had plenty of experience, plenty of training in this. I just don't talk about that. But I beg God to talk about it because it's real. Okay, I don't have to shave my head bald or whatever to be a spiritual monk or to have those abilities, because I do. But anyways, what will happen is you will feel this incredible amount of heat and the earth's energy travel up through your bare feet like this. And what it will do is it will travel up through your legs. You'll feel the energy coming up through your legs like that. It's hard to explain, but you'll feel the energy going up all the way through your body like that and all the way to your crown, which is a chakra right here. And what will then happen is you will feel this somewhat like electricity. You will have like electricity vibe to you after you finish doing what I just did like this, okay? You don't have to be on the ground to do that, but it's best to start out with doing that, and then it will come naturally. You can stand on the floor or something, okay? But what I did was I'd sit there and rub my hands together like that for a good while, for about a good 5 minutes or so, and just focus very intensely from the earth's, Mother Earth, traveling up through my feet, through my legs, through my torso, through my crown chakra. Therefore, I'd have the it's like electromagnetic field. You'd have like a bunch of electricity shoot through your body like that. It's just like when you look at electricity, like it flows like that, like it just scatters like that. That's what it's doing through the body. And what happens is you can literally put your hand by your hair and your hair will stand up because of how much it's like that static electricity, but it's way more powerful than that. But what will happen is when you do stuff like this, like just like I said, when I hurt my leg, I put both of my hands together. I was focusing very intensely, and I placed both of my hands on the hurt spot on my calf. I shit you not. After I took my hands off my calf, I laid there for about a minute. Don't you know I could stand up and walk like nothing happened? I was supposed to be off that foot for a week straight. Explain that. No magic was used. Doing a ritual this, ritual that. No. It's about using your spirit. God gave you certain powers for a reason, bro. That's one of your psychic gifts. But I've learned this from an old Kung Fu teacher a long time ago. I learned that. It's called chi energy. C-H-I, chi. If you know what you're doing, bro, I'm telling you, you can literally create an energy ball like this. And you can feel the heat. You can feel the heat, the radiation of how high vibrational that energy ball really is. And you could do a lot of things with that, bro. Like you could literally warm yourself up. You could be out there in the freezing cold. You could know how to warm your body up just by doing that. I'm telling you. It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a lot more information, but that's meant for me to know. I just figured I'd share what would help somebody heal the proper way, other than magic. Because magic, that right there, bro, is not going to bring healing to the roots of the problem. It's just an escape. All it's being used for is to escape the pain, escape what the ego is continuously trying to fight against and run from. That's all that it is. And if some of you out there are martial artists or you had some experience with martial arts, I don't talk about that though, y'all. There's a lot of things I know, bro, that would just blow your mind like, damn, this dude really knows, like, damn. Things you would never read in a book. telling you. That's just a taste of it. You wonder how some of these dudes can hold a spear on a trach. Like, you know how there's some of these individuals, these spiritual monks, they got these monks out there, and they put a spear on a trach and they break that spear by bending like that. That right there, bro, is all about intense focus on a spiritual level. And how somebody could take a piece of iron and bend the iron like that all the way until it touches both ends like that. That's that radiation of chi, bro. That will just literally just, it'll heat up that rod so hot that you can't see it, but that energy's flowing through that rod, bro. It just like that. I did that before. Bro, it's like, how the hell, you know what I'm saying? You just got to know what you're doing. It takes a lot of intense focus. And if you're wondering why some people breathe when they're doing that, like that, that right there is what releases more energy. It releases more energy. That's some pretty cool stuff, bro. You can do with your spiritual side, but I wouldn't call it magic. It's just some abilities that you have within your spiritual side, which is the temperance card, your spiritual side, that you can actually experience through the physical flesh of your body. I'm not talking about astral travel and none of that, no. This is things that you can legitimately experience through the physical flesh of your body. Let's say you could run like maybe 15 miles per hour, right? Somebody's running at least maybe 16 to 17 miles per hour. That's as fast as they could go. Don't you know, if you know how to use your spiritual side, you could run twice as fast, like 2 times as fast as that? And you could go to at least like 27. Let's say if you jump so high, you can literally trigger your spiritual side, bro. And that will literally give you a boost of energy where you can hop higher. It's like, damn, bro. Some people out there, bro, could clear a 6-foot fence, a 6-foot wooden fence without even using their hands. They could just jump right over it like that, get on the other side. That's another technique I learned on the spiritual side. I just don't talk about it. You activate superhuman strength. Especially if you're somebody that's a healer, you already have those powers within you. And some of these individuals out there that may have tried to put you in fear and stuff like that, they're wondering why nothing working, and they may be scared because they know something is not, like something is supernatural about you. You definitely have some type of superhuman ability that is, I'm telling you, bro. And if you had any experience with old school martial arts, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because they would teach you about meditation. They would teach you about how to get rid of the ego. They would teach you all that. That's the old school martial art coaches. Those are the ones that are hard to find in today's reality. Because the old school, that's where you're going to learn the real shit at. That's my personal opinion on the whole thing. But that's basically all I have for the read, y'all. I know everybody has a different opinion, but coming from my experience using magic, bro, like, me to be healed like that, there wasn't no magic used. It was a spiritual side. Spiritual side of spiritual manifestation. That's what that is. There was no spell casted. There was no casting or none of that. It's called spiritual transmuting. Spiritual transferring from the spirit world to the physical flesh of the body. That's not magic, but that's actual energy being transmitted from the spirit world to the physical flesh. And you actually operating through the physical flesh of the body with that spiritual energy that was transferred, that you got from the spirit world, that is now activating to where it can be felt through the physical body. That's what that is. You know? But there's still things out there, y'all. I don't know everything. There's still things I'm learning when it comes to that. I know it may seem like I know a lot, but I just know the things I know from experience. But there's a lot of information out there that I still need to learn, that I'm ignorant to. I don't know everything. But I basically wanted to use that as an example for this read right here, because that's the difference between somebody that can literally do something with manifestation rather than magic, because magic is just an illusion. That's why something ain't gonna work. If this individual try to do anything to try to get you to connect to them or to reach out to them or to just do anything like that, it didn't work. And it's making them realize that magic really ain't where it's at. It's a form of control for deceptive, fearful reasons. All because of them harboring fear within themselves. That's what this is. And the lesson is to stop that. They don't have to control something. Because what they're trying to control is bouncing back and literally right there in their face. Stressing them out. Bringing them delays to their job, possibly. They're not as passionate at their job that they used to be. But it will come back. Their passions will come back. They just got to stop with something. Especially when it comes to you. More so themselves, too. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get a closing message for the read. What do we have for the closing message for the read? The Temperance card, look at that.